Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.
Just received something that I've never received before, Kaye. It was from the eye of Rick Boehning. It was a wink. It was a very fast, and I've never complimented on a wink before, Kaye. It was a pretty good wink. I just wanted to throw that out there to get started on a marvelous Monday, to get your mindset started out right. I wanted to get people in the mindset of how generous it is to give somebody a wink and let them know, hey, I got you, buddy. That's kind of what I picked up, Kaye.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time he winked at me.
Uh-oh. Well, welcome in, everybody, as we get rocking and rolling. We are here. Good morning, Huntsville. A privilege and an honor to be here. It's always a lot of fun as we do get started on a marvelous Monday. We'll have Kaye's Monday Mindset in just a few moments. Underwriting support for this program is made possible in part by Elliott's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com, and also Tomorrow's Promise, Montessori Schools, their website, tomorrowspromise.info. Kaye and Rick Boehning are here with us, as always, on this Monday. Welcome back. I know you guys were out for a little while, and boy, we had a 2-week reprieve. I've got to. We may have to do like a 3-hour extended show. Kaye's like, no, not today. Don't worry, we'll be out of here. But welcome back. You know, we had MLK Day, and then the freeze.
Yeah, and we left the day before.
Right before. So thank y'all for
we abandoned ship.
As y'all left on the plane, Kaye, were you like y'all saw the cloud line of the front? You're like, coming. Come on, and it came. So, well, welcome in.
I
How y'all
actually
doing?
felt guilty for leaving.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
We attended a conference.
I'm glad that y'all brought the cold weather because there has been no winter whatsoever. Now I know y'all aren't glad about the cold weather, but I'm very glad about the cold weather.
I don't care for cold.
It didn't get too bad here. You know, here's the deal. Y'all used to live in Elkins.
Yeah.
And in Elkins, it wasn't that bad. But as I drove into town, and especially going even a little farther north, because I did have to get out, and I was like, I probably shouldn't be out because the roads were a little dicey. The overpasses. And then as you go even farther north, I called my mom in Georgetown, and she's like, oh, the roads are completely. There was people that were ice skating on the roads in Georgetown. There's videos of, I don't even know how they got ice skates, but there was videos of people ice skating down road. I said, man, and it's not AI. It wasn't AI. So,
well, I'm old enough that I have to have outrigger on my ice skates.
Perfect.
Keep me upright.
Well, I wanted to intro with all that to say, welcome back. Missed you guys. And it just doesn't feel right whenever there's like these laws or things, days off or something happens. And so now all is well in the world, and here we are to start February. So good morning, Kaye.
Morning.
It is a good Monday. We've got a great show lined up today, and this first segment, as always, is on Spirit 94.3. We want to welcome in our radio audience. I had a young lady briefly before we've got some really important things that we want to talk about on the radio side this morning. We'll start with Kaye's Monday Mindset, and then I wanted to save the event for after because there's a very important event that's going to be coming up too. But a young lady from the university had emailed and said that she found this station through Facebook and said that it was been a blessing to her and she's enjoying listening, and she ended up sharing part of her testimony and wants to come on and talk about that. So
that's fantastic.
And I was excited because here was a Sam Houston State University student that's still on Facebook. Instead of TikTok or Instagram. I said, yes, they are out there. They are. So what does the Bible say? You just cast a net and throw seed and see where it grows. And that's what we're hoping to do is cast a net and throw out some good seed this morning. So we do want to welcome all of you in, and it's going to be a great morning. Do us a favor, too, if you're out there. We haven't been able to do this much on the radio side, but let us know that you're out there. We'd love to hear from you at 512-522-9105. That's an easy number to text. We have another number too, but text us at 512-522-9105. And I would love to hear from you. Let us know that you're out there. And if you're on the social media streams, text in there as well. Well, Kaye, one thing that I did miss with you not being here, because I've been out of the mindset the last couple of weeks, and we need to get back into the mindset. We have had this program going now, 15 weeks. Can you believe that? 15 weeks we've been talking about a Monday mindset now. And today, to start off, wanted to talk about this one, choosing discipline. This is good over motivation. So, Kaye, what do you have for us today?
Well, motivation is wonderful, but it's unreliable. Some days we wake up energized and ready to go, and other days, not so much. If we waited until we felt motivated, a lot of important things simply won't get done. Robin Sharma teaches that discipline, not motivation, is what carries us forward when life gets busy or hard. Discipline is what helps us show up even when we don't feel like it. And over time, it's what creates real progress. Discipline isn't about being rigid or harsh with yourself. It's about keeping promises, especially the ones you make to yourself. Discipline creates freedom. Discipline builds trust with yourself. Each time you follow through, you reinforce the belief that you're capable and reliable. That self-trust becomes the foundation for confidence. Discipline removes emotional decision-making. When something becomes a habit, you don't have to debate it every day. You just do it. That frees up mental energy for bigger decisions. And discipline leads to long-term peace. Short-term comfort often creates long-term stress. Discipline may feel uncomfortable in the moment, but it creates stability, clarity, and freedom over time. So your discipline challenge for the week is keep one promise. Choose one small promise to yourself and keep it every day this week. This builds consistency and confidence. And then create a routine. Attach that promise to a specific time or place. It makes follow-through easier. And it takes about, some people say 21 days to establish a habit. It's more like 30. Stay kind but firm. When resistance shows up, remind yourself why it matters. This strengthens self-leadership. Discipline doesn't have to be big. It just has to be consistent. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. This week, don't wait to feel ready. Show up anyway. Small discipline steps taken daily will always outperform bursts of motivation.
That's so good, Kaye. I was listening to the last one, really focused in on that. I listened to all of them, but I was focused in on that last one. This week, don't wait to feel ready. Show up anyway. And I say this, and it's not really a joke. I don't really feel ready a whole lot, with life and things going on, and I'm tired a lot. And I'm not saying that as an excuse, but I've also learned that, you show up anyway. You show up anyway. And then once you show up, all of that preconceived notion of, well, I'm going to be exhausted, it all kind of goes out the window. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's not, and I try to have the right mindset of, hey, today's going to be a great day. When I wake up, that is one thing that I tell myself every day. Today is going to be a great day. Now, last night, I wasn't, in my mind was telling me, like, it's going to be rough tomorrow because I was looking at my calendar, and I had to pause and say, you know what, forget all that noise. And I finally went to sleep in peace. But I like that part that says, don't wait to feel ready. Show up anyway. How many times have you been to an event or put on an event and you just don't feel ready? But guess what? If you're the host of it, you got to show up anyway, right?
And, you can show up ready. Some things change.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I could have my day planned out as to what I'm going to do and be motivated to do that day, that kind of day. But things happen, and it's never that kind of day. I mean, never just, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. It turns into 14, 15, 35, and then I try to go back and do 1, 2, 3, 4 on my list. But, that being ready.
There are some professions that folks may work in where there's really not a whole lot of variables. There's other professions where there are a ton of variables. Okay, you work in the children's sector. There's never any variable with children, is there? None whatsoever, right? Yeah, right. There's variables every single day, and you have to be ready.
And sometimes it's not the little children; it's the big children that are
watching the little children.
Yeah,
or the parents. There's always curveballs.
And I know, like in your industry, in a school, in a Montessori school especially, I mean, you've got to be ready. That's why you go to the training and you do all the things that you have to do. And, You hear, that's why teachers and there's conferences and those kind of things, because in that industry, you can't wait to feel ready. You better be ready because you got a lot of people dependent on you. And I know you guys know that firsthand.
That's where that discipline comes in. I mean, for example, if I was motivated, waited till I was motivated to get up each day.
I'd never get up.
But there are people that do that.
Mm-hmm.
But the discipline is to set your alarm clock and be there.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten to the point where I have an alarm clock set, but it rarely goes off. I'm usually up before it goes off.
I've learned with children, especially, and some things you've given me some really good advice on, Kaye. You got to have a routine, and you try not to break that routine on the weekend, and that's one area right now where I'm really struggling because I feel like during the week, and I'm reaching out to you for some advice real quick. I'm not giving excuses for myself, but when Saturday finally gets here, that's the one day off that I get. That's my day off because we work on Sundays at church. I'm doing Hello Huntsville stuff and radio stuff now through Friday. So Saturday's like our day. So Saturday, I want to sleep in and kind of catch up a little bit. Well, I've learned with children especially, there ain't much sleeping in, and you throw off the routine. Mm-hmm. What advice would you have for, and this could be for anybody, maybe there's a parent out there listening this morning. I think it could affect even people who aren't parents. I mean, what advice would you have for that person like in my situation to where don't sleep in on Saturday. Keep the routine going. How do you keep the routine going is what I'm getting at.
Well, the problem is that, for example, if you sleep in on the weekend and things like that, it's actually not healthy for you. Your body does better health-wise if you have a set bedtime and a set getting up time.
Now, full disclaimer real quick. Sleeping in to me is like 7:30, by the way. So that's disclaimer. It's not like 11. So anyways.
You'd be surprised how many people it's 11.
Yeah. No, I can't do that. I feel like the world has left me behind.
And so, and with children, they're very good at keeping you on a schedule in that sense, because they don't usually, when they get into a routine, they're up.
Yeah.
But it makes your life easier. If you follow your routines and you do the same thing every day, it just makes things easier.
Whenever one of your things here today says keep one promise, I'm going to make a promise to myself right now. I'm going to do it publicly, and I want to encourage everybody else to make a promise. You don't have to say it. Rick, don't worry. You don't have to say your promise.
Oh, I've already said it.
But my promise, Kaye, this week, it's going to be obtainable. I'm going to pick something that I know I can obtain. It's going to be on Saturday to get up at the same time that I get up during the week. That's going to be my promise to myself this week.
Are you going to get the kids up, though?
They get up on their own. There ain't no problem with that.
Wait till they get older.
Yeah, they get up and get, because see what normally happens on Saturdays, they get up and then they pile on the bed and then we kind of snooze back for a few minutes. And I'm gonna make that promise to myself this week that I'm gonna get to bed a little bit earlier, and that way on Saturday I'm not gonna have that, oh, I'm tired, I just need to sleep an extra hour. I'm gonna make that promise. I want to encourage others to make a promise to themselves too. And why, Kaye? Why does it help? Because it builds consistency and confidence. So there you go. Perfect.
So what time is breakfast, and when should I be over?
Oh, you should bring it probably around 7 o'clock will be fine. No, well, that's good. Really, really good. Well, Kaye, before we hop on to another topic that we're going to have a little extended segment here on the radio this morning. Just wanted to give you an opportunity maybe to wrap up anything to do with the Monday mindset this morning. Really good. Thank you for it.
Well, for example, on discipline, I mean, everybody wants to lose weight or be in better shape or something like that. And sometimes you'll go to the gym and do one big workout. And, I'm going to do that every day. And then the next day you're like, I'm sore because I did that huge big workout. Whereas if you just went and did something and got started and did 5 minutes and did 5 minutes every day for a while and then did 10 minutes and then increase it like that, you're not asking yourself too much if you do 5 minutes or 10 minutes. And
Yeah.
so sometimes the little bitty, you move that mark a little bit, and we've talked about it before on some of the weeks before, is just do one little thing and be consistent about it, and you'll be surprised at the end of the year how far you've went.
I'm no health expert, but I want to encourage somebody today to ignore when they say like I've heard people say, well, if you only walk for 10 minutes once a week, it doesn't do any good. If there's medical evidence that says physically it doesn't, I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm not an expert, but mentally, I guarantee it's going to do something. And if that's what it takes for you to get started in that journey, maybe that's all you can do is you start with 10 minutes. Then go do the 10 minutes once a week and build upon that. Because I've had
Actually, I would say it'd be better to do every day.
If you could, yeah, for sure.
Just a minute or two.
Yeah.
I mean, just doing something every day, then you can build up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do 10 minutes once a week, you'll forget.
Yeah. Because I had someone once say, well, that does no benefit for you physically or whatever. I said, well, mentally it does. It gives me a chance to kind of reset. And, one of the last memories I have of my father, besides being at the hospital with him, obviously, and not knowing that 2 days later he would pass me, we were talking and joking around. But the memory before that, the memory that I have, was me walking in our neighborhood. And actually, I was in front of y'all's old house. I remember exactly where I was. And my dad called me, and I had on my smartwatch. And I answered it. And normally, if I'm walking, I don't answer it. And normally, I never talk through my smartwatch because it's annoying. So here I was walking down the street talking to my wrist.
Dick Tracy.
But if I hadn't went on that walk, there's an emotional attachment there. It was a chance for my mind and just, my personal well-being to be in that moment with my dad. Mm-hmm. And because I chose to go on that walk, I remember, and my dad called, I remember that. I attached all that together. I'll never forget that. Just talking to my dad, that was one of the last long conversations we had on the phone while I was walking. So make time to do those things. So, well, good Monday mindset. I'm ready to take on the world now. Let's end the show and get to work. No, I'm just kidding. Well, Kaye, something else. Want to switch gears here. Thank you for that. Really good. By the way, these full mindsets are online at hellohuntsvilletx.com. You can go to the website. There's a guides and features section, and you'll see all of these if you need to catch up. The second thing that I wanted to talk about, we don't get an opportunity to do this a whole lot on the radio side, but this is a nonprofit and a great opportunity for folks to continue childhood literacy efforts here in Walker County. Kaye, tell us what's going on. I've talked to you numerous times about this. We talk about it every show, but today I wanted to specifically put it on the FM, a very important event coming up.
Yeah, Friday we're going to have Cherish Your Imagination Sweetheart Showdown. And it's going to be a ribeye steak, 12-ounce ribeye steak dinner at the Walker Education Center. Doors are going to open at 6 p.m. And the Sweetheart Showdown part is going to be a game like the old Newlywed Game. And people will have the opportunity to put their name in a hat and see if they get their name drawn out to be contestants. And we've... generously, the Cafe Texan is helping us put it on, and we are looking forward to having a nice romantic evening and lots of fun and laughter, and raise some money for the Dolly Parton Imagination Library.
What is the website? I was looking here, Kaye, I should know this. I was trying to find it real quick for the events where folks can go online and get tickets, find out more information. What is that website address?
Yourimagination.info.
That's it, yourimagination.info. And friends, one reason I wanted to talk about this, I have two children that are in school at Tomorrow's Promise, and here's the deal, though. Childhood literacy is so important. My children have benefited from the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. This is something that was put on Kaye's heart many, many years ago, and now well over 1,000 children in our community, ages 0 to 5, are receiving books. This is a nonprofit organization.
Each month they get a book.
Yeah, they get it each month.
Over 1,000.
And so you think about that, and that is the most critical age for children. You've taught me this, and I believe it because I've seen it firsthand with my little ones now. And that's why it's important that we get these books. These books are no cost to the children, but there are shipping costs that are involved, and that's what these events like Cherish Your Imagination go to help. All proceeds go to pay for the cost of the books.
To be mailed out, yeah.
Yeah, to get them mailed out. So, and we've seen so much, Kaye, over the years with just how this program has evolved and grown. And I'm going to tell folks, Walker County growth ain't slowing down anytime soon.
No. And the sad thing is there's one book for every 300 children if you're economically disadvantaged.
Mm-hmm.
And middle-class families only have 13 books on average in the household. Wow. And so we have a partnership with the Huntsville Memorial Hospital where every baby born gets an enrollment form. And if they sign up at birth, they'll get 60 books by the time they turn 5 and go to kindergarten. And 90% of your brain development happens the first 5 years of life. So this is the best time to get that brain working and give it opportunities to. It also reduces child abuse. It helps build a bond with the parents. And actually, in some cases, if the parents are having a hard time reading, it helps improve the parents' reading.
Yeah. Well, these are high-quality books. I mean, really good books. They always start out, too, with The Little Engine That Could.
Yeah,
And
one of my favorite childhood books.
It's awesome. And so I want to encourage folks this morning, go to yourimagination.info is the website address, yourimagination.info. What will the evening, I know you highlighted a little bit, kind of like a newlywed game, but, I mean, there's going to be food there. A lot going on. This is at the Walker Education Center, correct?
Yes.
So maybe tell us kind of what that night, a little bit more about what the night's going to look like for folks.
When you get there, you'll check in. Hopefully you've got your tickets and you'll pre-register. You'll get to put your ticket stub in a basket as to whether you want to participate 0 to 5 years together, 5 to 15 years together, or 15 plus together. So each couple will draw a name out of the basket and for the specific rounds. And then whoever wins each of those mini rounds will then go to the final round and participate for $100, $250, or $500 cash.
Wow. I got nervous because you said the 15 plus and Bridget are like 3 years away from that. And I know some people are like, well, but I'm sitting there thinking, I remember when we were 1 year in, and now we're getting close to that 15 before too long. That's a good number. So I can't wait to check that box one day and then look back and be like, whoa, wow, where did all that time go?
I know exactly what you mean.
Full disclaimer, if you know Rick and Kaye, they are the experts at these type of games. They are a winner. If the reason that you don't see them on these nationally syndicated type shows is because they did their homework and pre-screened this couple and said we're not having them. They're going to win everything. So, full disclaimer, Kaye and Rick will not be participating in the game itself. So, others will have a chance to win.
We'll be the hostess and the host.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Rick and I have had over 20 Valentine's Days together. And, you go to dinner. You go to dinner and a movie. You go to dinner. I mean, I enjoy going to dinner with him.
That's not what she told me.
But we go to dinner at other times too. So, to go to dinner and participate in a game or watch the game, it's something different. And
it's a week before Valentine's. So if you actually had Valentine's Day plans, you can do this too.
And the ticket prices, it's going to a charity, but the ticket prices aren't that much. If you go out to eat at Texas Roadhouse and you order a couple of beers or some drinks, you're going to spend that money. Yeah. So there's beer and wine included in the ticket price. So
not bad. Yeah. So it's going to be good. 4 days away. 4 days away. Kaye's like, don't tell me that. 4 days. Well, we got 4 days. February the 6th, this Friday, 6 o'clock is when everything gets started. So again, more information is online, yourimagination.info. And this is going to benefit the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library through the Tomorrow's Promise Education Foundation, all of which 501c3 nonprofits. Every penny from this event will go to cover the cost of the event and to go to the books, which we need them. So unfortunately, you wish that you could get everything for free at these events, but it just doesn't work that way. So there are some expenses involved, but it doesn't go to staff. It doesn't go to anybody like that. It goes to get this event going. And there are a limited number of tickets remaining, so make sure you go to the website for more information. Again, yourimagination.info. Really cool idea, Kaye. Because there's nothing really going on in Huntsville in February. Not too much.
And I understand why.
Yeah. So
It's hard after the holidays to get back in the groove, and then the weather doesn't cooperate, and it's hard to get all of it together this quick.
Good news is it's indoors. It'll be warm if it's cold outside, so don't worry about that. So great. Well, Kaye, thank you so much for all that you do. I know we've talked about this on the show, but Kaye really does go above and beyond. She has a passion and a heart for children. And if you would have asked her 30 years ago, that may have not been the case. And then God works in mysterious ways, right? And so...
probably more like 50 years ago.
So, which I don't understand how, Rick, because Kaye just had her 31st birthday. I have no idea how that happened. But again, we appreciate this. And Kaye, thanks for bringing this to our attention. We absolutely wanted to get this out over the FM because it is for such a great cause. It's a community event. And that's what we showcase. We promote the good here in this community. We like to share faith and inspiration. And what a better way to serve kids than to get books in their hands. And you've brought that, and it's happening, and we need to keep that going. So thank you, Kaye.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we got a lot more happening as we continue on this morning. Again, thanks for hanging out with us here on Spirit 94.3. That will wrap up our first segment. If you'd like to continue the show, we will continue it on social media. Our friends from American Legion, the Sam Houston Post 95 are here. We're going to talk about some things that they have going on. That discussion will continue on the Hello Huntsville YouTube and Facebook page, and also other social media platforms. For those of you on Spirit 94.3, we'll get back to more music. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back here in just a little bit. Thanks, Rick and Kaye.
Faith has a new frequency. The Spirit of Huntsville. KHSPLP, Huntsville, Texas. Spirit 94.3.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
At Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, we're not just a place where children pass the time. We are not a daycare. We are a child care center focused on the growth, learning, and discovery. Every day, children engage in meaningful activities that build confidence, independence, and a love for learning. From reading and math to social and practical life skills, our students are active participants in their development. Ready to give your child something more? Visit tomorrowspromise.info and discover what makes our school different. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. Education you can trust.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp, Media and Community Outreach Minister here at First Baptist Church, Huntsville. Let me ask you, when's the last time you felt real hope? Maybe it's been a while since you've been to church, or maybe you've never felt connected to a church at all. Well, friends, that's okay. Here at First Baptist, we're a harbor of hope, and we welcome everyone just as they are. We have programs throughout the week for all ages to come together, ask questions, grow in faith, and find the hope that only Jesus Christ can bring. Whether you're looking for a fresh start or a community to call home, we'd love for you to join us. Come experience something real. For more information, visit fbchuntsville.org. First Baptist Church Huntsville, a harbor of hope.
This harbor of hope, we are safe inside.
This is KHSP LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
Hi, I'm Kaye. Now listening to Barrett Radio.
Well, I had to do it. I'm a dad, and I love my little boy, and you just heard him again. I play it quite frequently on this show, but I played it especially today. Did you hear how good he was talking, Kaye? I know that he learned that at a school that you may have heard of, Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools. My little boy's vocabulary is unbelievable at 2.5, and I just have to brag on him. You know, I used to get annoyed with parents. They're like, oh, here they go talking about their kids again. Whoop-de-doo. Then once you have kids, you're like, oh, I'm going to brag on my boy. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. Brianna Tolan joining us today. Did I get that?
You got it right.
Brianna
Tolan.
Remember the first time you were here and I was asking you about that? we were in the old stude. Now we're in the new stude. Welcome to the new digs.
It's nice.
We fixed it up. We fixed it.
A lot of going on.
Well, we fixed it first for Kaye and Rick,
Uh-huh.
and then second we fixed it for you because we knew you were coming.
Awesome.
So
Works.
it does. Well, Brianna's here with Sam Houston Post 95, American Legion Sam Houston Post 95, and we want to talk about an important event y'all have. Y'all have a lot going on, but we want to focus on a concert that's coming up. But before we do that, just maybe let us know how you've been and kind of your role and what you've been up to over at the Liege. That's what we always called it, the Liege.
Yeah, we are having a lot of changes. We are building on an addition so that we can have non-smoking, so that we can accommodate more of our veterans and their families and have better events that will accommodate that. Do not have an exact date yet of when it will be completed, but we are completely closed in, and we're just waiting on a few things to happen, and then it'll get started.
I know that's been a huge project. We had Roger Burnett talking, on the show a long time ago. Well, I don't want to say a long time. It's about a year ago.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot of, like us, it took 2 years to get into here. It doesn't happen overnight.
No, it does not happen overnight. You're dealing with donations. You're dealing with all the things of shipping, making sure the materials are coming in, that the materials are right. And if you have the volunteers with the hands to come and help build it. And luckily, we have had that. It's just taken a little bit of time, a little slower than what they wanted, but everything comes in due time.
Well, again, Brianna Tolan joining us. I was looking, Vice President.
Yes.
I didn't even know that. I just, the light hit the name
just
tag.
hit it, yeah.
As long as I've known you, I didn't realize you were the VP.
Well, that just came up
Okay.
not too long ago. It's been hit the ground running, working on membership, working on getting our member numbers up. And just moving forward, we've got a lot of things that are in the works, and it seems like this year's going to go pretty fast for us.
Well, one reason I think it's so great you're on today, this community is all about veterans, and Rick and Kaye and I, we talk a lot about that here on this show from time to time too. And the American Legion, another organization, just so involved with our veterans. Maybe give the folks out there who have never heard about the Legion. You know, I know that we talk a lot about certain things on this show, but there's always a new audience, and
Right.
someone's may watch and saying, you know, I've heard of the Legion, or maybe they haven't. What do you guys do? And just let the audience out there know a little bit more about what goes on.
Well, we are actually set up with 3 main groups. We have another program also, but we are our Legionnaires. Our Legionnaires are our vets that come in. It is open to any vet who was honorably discharged, general discharge, who has served. And you don't have to be of a foreign war. It is if you have served. So come in, fill out that paperwork, talk to our commander, Ryan. They're doing really good. It's community. It is finding the help that some of these families and these vets need. And they don't know where to look, and we can point them in the right direction. And if we don't have an answer, again, we can turn around to Tara at the Hearts Veterans Museum. They have a lot of connections. We've got a lot of connections. I'm still learning on half of those. So my husband is a vet. A very good friend of ours is a vet. My dad was a vet. My son-in-law is a vet. So my family has been touched by that. And then we have our auxiliary. Our auxiliary are our spouses, our daughters, granddaughters, and you can join underneath your father, your grandfather.
Yeah, my grandfather was World War I
And that's
vet.
how you are part of us also.
And my husband's father was a World War II vet.
Yes. So we've got a lot. And then we have our sons. The sons are our male children, grandchildren of vets. So those are our 3 main deals that we have. And then outside of that, we have our riders. Our riders is a motorcycle group. We love to ride. We do a lot of community service within we do a lot of rides where they do toy runs. We raise money. We do poker runs, fun runs that we can go raise money, and we donate to different causes. And that also helps for Christmas. I think the post itself, we did 3 or 4 on the auxiliary side, and I think we did between 6 or 8 children for Christmas.
Wow.
Don't quote me completely on those numbers because I forgot already. But they come to us and they need help. You know, so we help with Christmas. We help with Thanksgiving. If there's other needs, we are there. We can help.
You know, when you mention those other needs, and you know, we all lost a great friend, Clay Talsworth, and
Right.
y'all were one of the first to step up and say, hey, what can we do to help? And I'll never forget, we went. Now, I didn't have a motorcycle. I wish I would have, because everyone else, Kaye was in their cool Jeeps and stuff.
Yeah.
Here I was in my F-150 pickup truck in the line with the motorcycles, but
You can
it
do
was
a-
neat. We had a ride, and
We had
y'all did that to help raise money
Yes,
for
we
Clay's
did.
family. I thought that was wonderful.
We did. And we do it quite a bit. Right now, we're kind of shut down a little bit just because it is cold. And when it's 20, 30 degrees outside and you're going 70 miles an hour, that's a negative wind chill. So but spring is coming, and we're
Yeah.
going to be back on those bikes going pretty quickly. We welcome, in order to be a rider, you do have to be a member of a Legionnaire, an auxiliary, or a son. That's the only way you can come in as a rider. But we open up our rides to anybody who wants to ride with us.
That's cool.
So it's open. And not always bikes. We're like, bring your Jeep, bring your car. Just go with us.
Rick and I need to get a bike and just kind of cruise and hang out. But I was
Hey.
told I can't have a bike until my children grow up.
A trike.
Yeah, trike.
We have a trike.
There you go. Okay.
And
See?
let me tell you, I am okay with a trike. I love it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned earlier about spring, and we wanted to highlight this event because spring right around the corner. March will be here before we know it. Let folks know about what's coming up in March. We want to get the discussion started early on this.
Yeah. In March 7th, it's a Saturday, the Post, we are hosting a scholarship event. It's called the John Fidgets Harvey Scholarship. That scholarship is for technical and trade school for a graduating senior. We are looking at donating at least 3 scholarships to between $500 and $2,000. And it could be more than that. It all depends on what this event that we're getting ready to have will generate. That event, we're having a concert. We're having a lady come in by the name of Sandy June. She's an up-and-coming Texas country music artist. She, as of last week, she was number 9 she had moved up to number 9 with her song, Southern King.
Oh, cool.
She's got a song out that is called Rolling Free. The proceeds from that song go to Wheelchair for Warriors. She is coming in. She's donating her time for this. The Post opens at 12. She's not going on until 6. We will also have a live auction. And, it will be outside. Lord, please let us have perfect weather. Tables, tents. We have scholarship swag. We've got shirts, koozies, keychains, stickers, patches to also help us raise that money for this. I'm hoping that this scholarship will continue and be a legacy for us. The Post already has a lot of scholarships that go out, but this one is specific. Our writers are doing this, but it's not just our writers. It is the whole Post.
That's good.
The whole Post family is involved.
And what day is this again, just so
This
folks
is
can
March
watch?
7th. It's a Saturday. It's the first weekend of the month. And I hope that we will see all of Huntsville out there. We are also looking at having some food trucks out there.
Nice. Well, see, here you go, Kay. You got Cherish Your Imagination this Friday. Then you can take a month off, and then you can go and jam out to the concert
Right.
next month.
Absolutely.
So everything flows together. Well, this is really good. I think this is so important, and I'm so glad that you came on today, Brianna, just so we can highlight the good that the Post is doing. And as I said earlier, this community is all about the veterans. We see it day in and day out with so many people being involved and supporting
Absolutely.
our veteran community. So looking forward to this one. Kay, did you have any comments or anything to add to what Brianna was talking about?
No, I'm excited about the addition.
Yeah, I think that's going to open up a lot because we have a lot of people that are like, well, I'm a member, but I don't come because they're smoking, or I can't. That's putting a damper on a lot of people. A lot of our community is older. Our older vets, their families. My mom would love to come, but she can't because of the smoke. So as soon as this is finished, I am hoping and praying our community comes out and enjoys the Post for what it is.
I think it's good that y'all are doing that too because, I'm not a smoker, but, if someone served their country and they want to smoke, let them smoke.
Let them smoke.
My dad, I remember he was very active in the VF. I always said he always called it the VF, I guess because VFW was too long. So.
He shortened it.
And I still remember the phone number. I won't say the prefix, but 2323. I remember the number. It's easy to remember, Kate.
Right.
So we'd always call. If we knew we needed to get a hold of Dad, we'd call.
You know where to go.
We'd call the VF. And but they made a drastic change, and they didn't think about adding on an area specifically that wasn't. And a lot of those older members were like, we're done, because that was their time to get together.
Right.
And I'm sitting there thinking, these are people who have selflessly served our country. If they want to do that, let them do that. You guys are answering, but you've identified a need, and I think it's so great because you said, all right, well, we're going to still continue to allow these guys to have their time, but we've also created a space for others that
Right.
don't want to be in that. And I think that's so
Right.
good. That's really important.
And Ryan, we are getting more things. Things are changing. And I've always said, and it's a little rough sometimes, some people don't like change. But my thing is change. We're going through some growing pains, but growing pains did not kill anybody.
Yeah.
And I think it's going to be for the better. Our post is going to do better. Our community is doing better. And we are out off of, if nobody knows where we're at, we're on 1919 American Legion Way, right off of 2821. Not hard to find us. And it's just we're out of sight. And I think when the post moved from their original location on 2821 and 75, they lost that visibility. And now, we have room. We have room to do things. So it's just going to take us some time.
That's good. One of my favorite guys up there, all y'all are my favorite, one of my most favorite, Dr. Richard Henderson.
Oh, he's awesome.
I just ran into him, and he wants to, he has an idea to do kind of a church service over there on Sundays. He is such a good man, and boy, the Lord has blessed him, Kaye, cancer diagnosis, and he has just battled through that, and he has never complained. He is on fire for the Lord, and every time I see that man, if he walked in here right now, it's already a great on a Monday mindset, but that guy brings so much joy into a room.
Absolutely.
So
yeah, Richard is awesome, and he truly does care about our members.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate y'all very much. You're always welcome. You're a friend of the show, so you come anytime.
Well, thank you.
Information is online. SamHoustonPost95.org is where you can go to see all the information going on with the Sam Houston American Legion Post 95.
Right.
So.
And I think that should be getting updated, but I will bring a flyer to you so that you can post it too, because I left it out in the car. We have Sugar Hill coming up. We've got a lot of events happening. It's pretty busy.
And Billy's really, I know Kaye and Rick know Billy very well. So what's, oh, go ahead, Kaye.
No, we know Billy.
And know his food very well.
Oh, yeah. It's really good. He actually did a cook-off. What was it? Chili cook-off yesterday, and he got 9th.
Was he at the lodge?
He was at the lodge.
Okay.
And he brought in 9th place out of 18 teams, but he said top 5 went to the 5 national champions, so he said, I didn't do too bad.
I'm surprised my stomach felt pretty good, because I had 30 spoonfuls of chili. I was one of the judges.
Oh, you were a judge?
But I signed up for 2, and the home style had 15 entries. And I said, next year maybe I'll just go with 1.
And take some Xanax or not Xanax.
Well, yeah, that too.
Omeprazole or something.
Yeah, maybe both of them. Well, Brianna, thanks so much for being here, and whatever we can do to support you, we'll be here. And I know Rick and Kaye echo that sentiment as well. We're all about supporting veterans and organizations that do that. So thank y'all for what you do, Brianna. You bet.
We appreciate it.
All right. Well, you come back anytime. All right. It's
I
always
will.
That chair. As long as if Rick's sitting in it, we'll ask him to hop up. So it's always there for you.
I appreciate it.
We got Rick's chair over there on the side. So, all right. Well, there she is, Brianna Tolan. Thanks for hanging out with us. And we'll post more information on our website, too, hellohuntsvilletx.com. So,
I appreciate it.
Yes,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
You bet. God bless you.
God bless. And we hope to see y'all.
You bet. Well, we're going to take a break. And we couldn't have folks like Brianna if it wasn't for the generous support of Tomorrow's Promise. They are our Tuesday Foundation sponsor. And as we wrap it up in the next segment, or Monday. Why did I say Tuesday, Kaye?
I have no idea.
Well, you better get in the routine and get disciplined, Rob. That's why. So, our Monday sponsor, and we appreciate Rick and Kaye for helping present this program so we could have folks like Brianna on. So thank y'all.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll take a break, and we'll wrap it up when we come back. It is Rick and Kaye. Top 10. Stay with us. It's your show. Good morning, Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment.
Thank you.
I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com.
Since 2010, the Oak Ridge Disciple House has helped men break free from addiction, not with quick fixes, but lasting change through Jesus Christ. They've celebrated 167 graduates at Oak Ridge and 138 more at Interfaith with an 80% success rate. That's compared to just 5% in most secular programs. The fact is, Jesus works. And now, celebrating 15 years, they're building their third house in Tennessee and just launched a women's program, Restoration Ranch in Texas. It's all for God's glory. And here's the heart of it. They never turn anyone away for lack of money. In fact, 95% of families receive scholarships. As one person put it, don't talk about it, be about it. Every penny counts. Donate today at oakridgedisciplehouse.com and help change a life forever. The Oak Ridge Disciple House. Online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Real recovery, real hope. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. This is KHSP-LP, Huntsville, Texas, the spirit of Huntsville.
This is Kaye Boehning with Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools, and you're listening to Spirit Radio.
Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit of Huntsville, Spirit 94.3.
It's been a couple of weeks, and we've missed it, but it's back. Here's Rick.
And Kaye.
Top 10.
Well, everybody knows what today is.
No idea.
It's Groundhog Day.
Oh.
February 2nd, Groundhog Day. Is that your groundhog? Did anybody see that?
No.
I see a movie that in our future. This
Yeah,
is a big,
I do too.
It's a good movie.
Today is National Groundhog Day, the day we trust a sleepy rodent to predict the weather.
Honestly, it's still more reliable than my weather app.
I believe that. Well, number 10, wake up early to watch a groundhog do his job, then go back to bed.
He looked tired. I related.
Number 9, remember, one groundhog sees a shadow and the whole country panics.
That's leadership, Rick.
Number 8, question why the groundhog gets a forecast and you still have to guess what to wear.
Layers. The answer is always layers.
Number 7, realize the groundhog didn't ask for this responsibility.
He just wanted breakfast.
Number 6, accept that 6 more weeks of winter is just winter's way of saying, I'm not done yet.
Neither am I. Bring the snacks.
Number 5, watch the ceremony and admire how confident everyone looks about a rodent's opinion.
If he wore a tie, I would believe him completely.
Number 4, compare the groundhog's accuracy to your own weather predictions.
I usually dress for summer and winter in the same day.
So do I. Number 3, appreciate that the groundhog only works 1 day a year.
And still gets national attention. Goals.
Sounds like some of our politicians.
Are you sure they even work a day?
Number 2, decide you're done with winter regardless of what the groundhog says.
Shadow or no shadow, I am emotionally in spring.
Me too. And the number 1, the best way to celebrate National Groundhog Day, blame the groundhog for the weather and move on with your life.
He can take it. He's very well insulated.
Happy National Groundhog Day, Huntsville.
And remember, if the forecast's wrong, it's not your fault. It's the groundhogs.
Blame the furry fella.
That's what I would do.
Oh, you know what I love about Groundhog Day?
What?
Well, that y'all are here on Groundhog Day. You know what else I love about it?
Did you not remember it was Groundhog Day?
No idea. I forgot about it. But you know what else I love about Groundhog Day?
What?
The movie with Bill Murray. One of my favorite movies.
That's one of ours, too.
Punxsutawney Phil. And it's like, hey, Phil. And then my favorite part of that movie is where, if you've never seen the movie, you got to watch it. It's just
it's great.
It's a it like makes you feel creative. I don't know what to say. It's
well, when he lets the groundhog drive the pickup truck.
Yeah. Hey Ned, how you doing? He's like, oh hey, sign me up for everything. But by the end of the show, he's like, sign me up for this and that. My favorite is when he takes the piano lessons, the very first one.
Yeah.
Like that little girl's in there playing. He's like, here, I got a bunch of money. And she goes, get out. And it shows her pushing her out the door. And then by the end of it, he's been through so many that she's like, I taught him. It's his first day. I'm his teacher. And he's playing like a Mozart symphony.
Somebody estimated he'd been living that day over again for close to 300 years.
Yeah. Wow. Why can't we have good movies like that anymore? Think about that.
It's a good movie. It doesn't have any cursing in it.
No.
Well, I don't think it does. Does it?
I don't know.
It's got a little violence. He does punch Ned once.
Yeah. And he does drive his truck off a cliff.
Yeah, and he jumped off a building. And
he gets up and he's like, oh, it's still here. Oh, it's good, though. It is one of my favorite movies. It really is. So
we'll probably watch it this evening.
Where is that? Where do they do that? In Rhode Island? Is that right? Where do they do that?
In Pennsylvania.
Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania or something like that?
Yeah.
Punxsutawney.
Punxsutawney. That Tawny boy, he's a punk.
Well, they probably already had the ceremony. They're an hour ahead of us.
Tawny's a real punk. That's why they call it Punxsutawney. So
I couldn't spell that.
I couldn't either.
I saw a joke this morning where they're pulling out the groundhog and he's frozen.
You know, it'd be terrible if they that right next to it they have like a barbecue pit going. If he sees,
we need to get off of this.
If he sees the shadow, it's really bad because little fella ain't going to be around. You ever
have to have his son in there.
Oh, poor groundhog. Oh man, he's a big boy though. So
yeah, he looked like he was healthy.
Good fun. Happy Groundhog Day. Rick and Cash should have started the show telling you Happy Groundhog Day.
Well, Happy Groundhog Day to you. Do you have a groundhog?
I don't.
You ever seen one?
I never have.
There you go.
Never have. So they do up in in South Texas they have ground squirrels.
I used to have one for a pet.
It's weird. They dig holes.
They're only about that big.
Do the squirrels here live? Do they dig holes and live in them, or do they live up in the trees?
They live in the trees.
Because down in Pearsall, South Texas, they dig holes and they live in the holes.
Ground squirrels are much smaller than a regular squirrel.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there you go. There's your squirrel info of the day that you needed. Squirrel, literally ADD, squirrel. I did want to wrap up with this, just circling back. We want folks to be involved with the Cherish Your Imagination. We have, Kaye, what do we have? You brought something today that we want to share with the folks.
I brought tickets for one couple to be able to go to the show for free.
This is a $100 value, and it includes some grub, right?
Yeah, a 12-ounce ribeye dinner, beer and wine, all the fixins, salad, green beans, mashed potatoes, and a chance to win $500.
Nice. Well, we're going to give that away here on the show and also on social media. And so if you are interested, it is for a couple, right? We want a couple to come. By the way, if you're single, you can come hang out and have fun too. So, but this ticket's specifically for a couple. And so we would love for you to come to this. I know that the Horn family is watching right now. Maybe Richard and Linda would like a chance to win these tickets and get a good meal and support a great cause. All you have to do is text in on our fan text line at 936-339-0139. Again, text in the keyword cherish. Cherish.
Cherish.
Let's make it love. That'll be easier. Love. The keyword is love. I can't even say cherish right now. Love, Love, to 936-339-0139. We will post this on social media as well to give some more folks a chance to win. But your chance to win that coming up, we'll draw a winner probably tomorrow sometime. We'll hang this out for a couple, maybe even, when's the event? Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so today's Tuesday, Wednesday.
No, today's Monday.
Why do I keep thinking it's Tuesday?
I don't know, but it's only Monday.
I don't know.
We need all the days between now and Friday. We don't want to cut any out.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. You can enter once per day. I will give them away on the show Wednesday. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
So we will do it through social media and through the show. Text in love.
Love.
Can you give us your best, love deep voice?
Ooh, give you chills.
Yeah, I did. Sound like my guy that does our voiceover work for the station.
And if you want to come and you don't have tickets, we only have a few left.
And you can get them, yourimagination.info. Click on the Cherish Your Imagination event. So John did a great job on that website, by the way. It turned out, I like it. It looks really good. So super easy to navigate and get to what you need to. So, well, that will just about do it. Come and support Tomorrow's Promise and what they're doing through the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And maybe you're watching or listening today saying, I need to find a place for my children. I see it all the time on Facebook, new people moving in the community. And when I see it, I try to respond and say, Tomorrow's Promise. Come and be a part of Tomorrow's Promise. Your children will grow and learn and excel. They don't just sit there and watch things. In fact, they don't watch anything. You know what they watch? They watch how to learn. They watch how to put things together. They watch how to play on the playground. And not only they watch, they do. And my children have learned so much. And thanks to you, Kaye. And like I said earlier, my little boy's talking up a storm. And I don't think that he would have near the vocabulary he has if it wasn't for the literacy efforts that you put into place and for what y'all teach at the school. So thank you.
Thank you. We toured a school the other day, and they had a TV in every classroom.
Why?
Even the baby room.
You know, my children, we have like a little Facebook portal, and we do have the YouTube Kids on it, but did you know they don't watch that hardly at all? That they play with their Magnetiles and their wooden blocks and their cars and all that kind of stuff, and that brings me so much joy. And if they do, I do allow them to watch a little bit now. But, you know, when I tell them, okay, we're done with that, did you know they don't fight me on it? That Braylon actually will flip it down and unplug the back of it because it's got a safe plug on the back. She will literally flip it over and unplug it and say, okay, Daddy, and never fights me on it. I love that. None of that stuff in our cars. We don't do it at the restaurants. I'm not judging parents. I understand. As a parent, I get it because your kids zip up, but I'd rather my kids be talking and active and be aware of what's going on in the world instead of being like this. And I don't mean that in a negative way, but I'm really worried, Kaye, about a lot. This is a whole other show we'll have. Maybe next week we'll talk about this. But I really am. I'm really worried about a lot of children that are growing up because they are so focused on this stuff like this that they have tunnel vision and they don't see what's around them. It's a very scary thing.
It really is.
So, well, hey, love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out. Been a fun Monday, and appreciate y'all. Any final?
Sorry we were gone so long.
I know. I was so sad. I was saying, well, okay. Well, y'all are back, and now I'm happy again. So thank y'all. I needed the mindset to get started.
We leave again in April.
Well, that's perfect. Right around my birthday. Thanks, buddy, for coordinating that. Right around my birthday. Appreciate it. We didn't want to bring him nothing. No, I'm just kidding. All right, well, that'll wrap it up. Kaye, thank you for hanging out. Fun morning, great morning today, highlighting the good in our community. Again, Tomorrow's Promise. Go online, tomorrowspromise.info. I know you guys got a busy day, busy week coming up, and I'm excited about all the great things happening here in our community. And on Friday night, come to cherish your imagination. I'm talking about these events. I feel terrible because I cannot make it, only because we have a basketball broadcast for New Waverly. So I need 6 people to step up and buy tickets in my place to support me not being there. So come and be a part of it. Hey, we love you, Huntsville. We'll wrap it up with that. Again, big thank you to Tomorrow's Promise Online, tomorrowspromise.info. And as I end every broadcast, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement, lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. Good morning and God bless. We'll see you back at it tomorrow morning, 7:30. See you, Rick and Kay.
See you, Rob.